Can you all see me? Can you all hear me? What's going on, people? SPJ here, back for SPJ Live. The audio setup's a little bit different tonight with the vocal mic. It's kind of above me right now. I'm kind of far back from it, so hopefully the volume of my voice is coming through decently loud and, well, decently clear, I hope. Thank you all for wait, hold on a sec. Oh, yeah. Let's crack one of those open. That's good stuff. Good to see you all, people. Let's see who we got here in the chat tonight. Bam Mosey has joined us, popping in for a little bit. Bam, thank you for popping in for just a little bit that you can. Any little bit that you're able to make is awesome by me. And again, like, it really doesn't bother me if you guys watch the replays, but it's nice when you guys, you know, make the effort and tell me, like, I'm here to check out the live. But seriously, I love it whenever you guys watch. It means a lot. Brian Landreth in the house, Terry Himes, the one and only Mr. Ben Coombs, moderator to the stars, Jay Steen, Terry Himes. We got the pedalboard Jedi in the house. We got DJ 7-string guitar, Mr. Darren, over for those of you who don't know. And the one and only Mr. Aaron Lee of Albus Band is back this week. Good to have you back, buddy. I got something to show you, and it's on my foot. Give me a second to run through things. Let's see, make sure we got everybody. Todd Flowers back here. Todd, welcome. Mickey Settlemeyer, Vilmar Nile Bond. Good to see you all here. Man, this is feeling real good. Milan, there we go. I missed someone. Janice is here for a bit. Janice, welcome. Man, there's a lot of you guys here to start out the night. So cheers to that. Thanks for joining me for this whole little thing. I have no idea what we're gonna do tonight. But you know what? We're hanging out. We're having a good time, and you know, we can chat about stuff and do the thing, you know? So, boy, lots of good stuff going on here. Man, so as the title suggests of today's show, yes, calendar is still on point, Ben. I've spent like the last 4 days stuck in here. Matt Cisterna in the house. What's going on, Matt? Good to have you here. So yeah, I've just been filming a lot of demos filmed this week, a lot of good work done. Hopefully it's good work, one of which you'll probably be seeing this Saturday if I had to venture a guess. But man, it has been a long week ever since getting back last week from the islands of Hawaii and trying to settle back into the groove. I tried to take some time on the weekend to recover a little bit and you know, get myself rested and ready for the work week. And man, I just hit the ground running with a bunch of stuff. Lots of pedal demos. I just today actually finished shooting a video for the Boss Wazacraft Tube amp expander, so that should be getting going within the next couple of weeks. Shot videos for those Morley wah pedals that you guys have been seeing. The Rev G2 pedal was shot. I did a video on the Ibanez Session Man. A couple other fun things that I am not at liberty to share, but rest assured that you will see it before the end of the month, and it will be a hell of a lot of fun. Also, just kind of, you know, general business stuff going on this week in the hopes of making it so that we are able to get more cool gear onto the channel. So hopefully you'll be seeing the results of that. If not towards the end of the month, at least into next month. Hopefully we'll be having some cool new stuff, and as that partnership really starts to develop, I will be sharing that news with you guys. Terry, hey buddy. Let's see, charging myself, then got to head to bed to be early out of town to see my mom. Terry, by the way, I saw your Facebook post about that. I really don't have much else to say about that. I read everything, and your business is your business. I'm not going to air it here, but we're with you, buddy. If you need anybody to talk to, and if you need anybody for some support, you know, we're always here for you, man. That's what this whole brotherhood and sisterhood and this community is for. So I hope everything, as it starts to unfold, that everybody's at peace and everything ends up being better. You know, the hurt will be there, but time does heal. So I hope that you and everybody in your family get through everything, and that you all will just remember all the good things. So we're with you, buddy. Stay strong. We're here for you if you need us. Been trying to, you know, get my whole thing going. You know, it's like, you know, been playing a lot this week, so it's, you know, all kinds of all over the place with my playing right now. All right, so Aaron, you're booking your flights, I'm assuming, for Winter NAMM. By the way, I told you I had something to show you, and gonna have to move over a little bit and make sure I'm not trying to show you guys my sexy legs for any reason other than boom! Yeah. You should be jealous, Aaron. Yeah. I got a pair of the Harry Potter Gryffindor high tops, and they're pretty freaking rad. And boom! Yeah, you love it. I know you love it. You weren't here last week, so I couldn't just take them out of the box and show you. God, you gotta make me, like... Gotta make me stretch in my fucking desk chair. God. No big deal, man. No big deal. I actually had to get those in Oahu. I bought those literally the afternoon before I got on the plane to come home. It's like, you know, we're hanging out in Honolulu, and you know, all we could really think, dude, I'm doing yoga, all right? Just give me some time, all right? I just barely started. Get limber. More like get swifty. Oh yeah. Anyway. Yeah, my wife and I are just walking through the mall there in Honolulu, and it was just like, oh hey, it's the Vans store. Let's go in, and they had them, and they were on sale. You know, DJ, I probably could have, if I had the money to burn. I probably would have bought 2 pairs, because the sales guy was even saying, like, they had people when the series was first coming out, that and the Toy Story one. Like, people were coming in buying like 3-4 pairs at a time, and they openly admitted, like, they're buying 1 pair for themselves and they're just gonna sit on them. And some of those Toy Story Vans are now going for like $500 a pair. I personally don't understand the shoe world. I think the shoe world is about as dumb as any. Well, it's about as dumb as the Guitar Gear world sometimes, in that respect. So, you know, what are you gonna do? But yeah, I couldn't get them online. I couldn't get them in my local van store. I couldn't get them anywhere. I had to go to friggin' Hawaii to get them. Yes, and as Brian says right there, I spent my money on coffee. Take my phone out of my pocket. I'm kind of waiting on a phone call at the moment, which has to do with some possible cool stuff for the channel in the future. Yeah, Aaron, I did see that about the 66 series that JHS put out. The guy bought all of them, and he's... See, here, flippers of the world, if you're watching this right now, here's a lesson in what not to do when you are specifically buying pedals with the purpose of flipping them. Don't take the photos in exactly the same style and exactly the same manner and upload them at the same time. Everybody's just gonna hate you and nobody's gonna give you the price you want. You're an idiot. So if bought knockoff vans, does that make them Chans? Jesus. That was kind of bad, Terry, but it's still pretty funny. I'll give it to you. And if you have 4 pairs, do you have 4 Chans? Oh, Matt, I didn't know if you saw some of those pictures. Yeah, my adopted cousin has been tagging everybody in the wedding party like crazy in these photos. Sell them slowly to drive up value more is smarter. Yeah, but nobody who flips stuff is smart these days. It's like, told you guys I was kind of getting into collecting those Funko Pops. And last weekend, they had a release of some Haunted Mansion Funko Pops exclusives to Target. And, people are already, they're buying those up and... they're trying to flip them for like a huge, insane amount of money. I saw one listing for it's a 10-inch tall Funko Pop of one of the hitchhiking ghosts, and it literally like trying to get $100 for it, and it's like brand new. That thing is $30. If your name is Jackie and buy Chinese vans, are you Jackie Chan? Man, we're just full of good ones tonight, guys. Yeah, Pedalboard Jedi. I haven't really checked on the prices of some of the Star Wars ones. I do have my eye on a couple of them, but they're not like any of the old ones. Right now I'm trying to complete the collection of the Batman 80th anniversary, and it seems like they're always adding new ones. Like in a couple weeks, there's going to be 2 Target exclusives. One is the Michael Keaton era Batman from the first Batman movie, and that one is going to be in a gift box that's exclusive to Target. Then they're also going to have a metallic red suit Batman that's exclusive to Target, and that comes out in a couple weeks. And then just the other day, they announced 3 new Batman Funko Pops that I'm not entirely sure if they're part of that series. So I don't really know if I should be saving my money. Which obviously we've addressed the fact that I need a new desk chair. So anything that the channel generates will, after going to bills and groceries and living, will replace the chair, and anything else will go to Funko Pops, probably. It's like, what did we do? The super chair chat? So any super chat funds will go to replacing the chair, and then after, hashtag chair fund, as Ben just posted. Other than that, after the chair fund, it'll be hashtag pop fund. That is great, Brian. Stay broke, have cool shit. I thought I saw Matt had a question. I want to make sure that I get to that. Tuners, which can you recommend? TU3, Pitch Black, Advanced, or Polytune 2 or Polytune 2 Mini? Well, at the moment, right now, I have the Polytune 2 Mini on the floor, and it's a good tuner. But I've always been a big Boss Tuner fan, personally. I have a TU2 lurking around here somewhere. I think it's on the floor there. A TU3 is on my big board down in the garage. So at the end of the day, I kind of just, I'll take tuners as I can get them as long as they work. But the Boss ones have always been the ones that I like the best. Speaking of tuning, there we go. Oh God, Terry, relicking my chair, come on. Oof, stretching. So you have a Nux tuner right now, Matt. I mean, I've never played their tuners, so I don't know what to say about that. What I will say, though, is that this Nux pedal is pretty friggin' good. So yeah, that's the Nux Horseman. Expect that demo to be coming out soon. That's their mini Klon Centaur pedal that they don't use the magical diodes in, and they have the voicings for the gold and the silver version. It's a pretty damn good stuff. Anderton's had a video just about tuners. Honestly, it was pretty cool, even with it just being about tuners. Yep. He manscaped. Yes, I do manscape actually quite often. Yes, Matt, I did see them. I did. Advice. I don't know. Let me pull it up right now and let's listen to it together. Angle it up so everybody can hear it. Well, I do like your phaser sound in that. The way that I hear that particular kind of riff, I'll call it, is that's going to be kind of a layer within whatever song it is that you're working on. So that might be something that's much more, like if I just call up a little bit of echo. So you kind of have that part going on. And then over that would be something like... So when you come up with a part to complement that, instead of try to make that phaser part a little simpler. Don't do too many strums, and then give a single note line with a little bit of a different tone and no phaser on it, by the way. That's a little bit more plucked out. And then hold out those chords like this. And then you have... So come up with some sort of complementary guitar part to go along with that. But when you come up with that complementary part, don't use the same effect on it. As a matter of fact, I would even say, I thought I heard a little bit of echo or some heavy reverb on that phaser track. I'd even recommend taking those away entirely when you go to like actually record something with it. Just do the phaser and then leave the echo or the reverb for the more arpeggiated part that's going over that. So just something to think about. Hopefully it's something you like. Yeah, and by the way, that phaser, as Matt pointed out, is the Retro Head Effects Cosmic Phaser. That's the same company that makes the Toxic Fuzz, which I still have those ones of. So if any of you are looking for a good fuzz pedal and want one that not many people in the world are going to have, hit me up. We'll do good prices for you, and we'll throw in some goodies for you. Shred Before Dead is here with a Lionel Richie comment. I guess it does have a little bit of that, hello, is it me you're looking for? I can feel it in your eyes. I can see it in your smile. And I want to tell you so much I love you. DJ, you missed the OR 100. You snooze, you lose, man. Oh well. Maybe another time. Yeah, this little Nux Horseman is a pretty badass pedal. Really impressive. This is just a very little gain, turn up the treble considerably, and then it's really boosting things, so... Sounds really good with this Eric Johnson Classic Jazz 3. I need to part with some gear. I don't need 20 ODs. Yeah, you and me too. You and me both. Like, between... That's what I'm doing right now, is I'm like trying to figure out all this stuff that I'm going to be selling, because there's going to be another round of demo pedals and guitars going up on Reverb pretty soon, because I need to make a little bit of extra cash. Although I have to say about some of those pedals, I'm considering, and I've filmed a portion of the video where I say this, so it's an almost foregone conclusion that it's going to happen. If we can reach 25 thumbs up on the video where I demo the Morley wah pedals, I'm going to give away that DJ Ashba skeleton Morley wah. So when that video comes out, make sure you share that with people. And also, give it a thumbs up. But giveaways are something that I'm thinking about doing a little bit more of before the end of the year. Oh yeah, all good stuff. Man, this chat is going by so fast, it's hard to keep up with you guys. Looks like you guys are all chatting about something. Aaron's all like, ship it when I have the number. I don't know what he wants to ship. Yeah, you know, I think one of these days on these live shows, Ben, I'll actually probably do a little giveaway. But I want to make sure that we get a lot of people watching. So I might even just hold it over your heads. So it's like, hey, there's 15 people watching like that now. Maybe if we can get 50 people watching, I'll give away a pedal. So share the link and get people watching and get them subscribing so that that pedal gets given away. That doesn't mean that's going to happen tonight, by the way. Ah, yes, you know, life. Such is life. Man, this stuff is sounding really good. Shred Before Dead is looking for a delay pedal. If I were to recommend you 3 delay pedals that you should probably be checking out, I'd recommend the MXR Carbon Copy, analog delay, always a good one. The Boss DD series of digital delays is getting really good. The DD7 is quite good. And also, I've got, in the effects loop of the TAE, my TC Electronic Flashback 2, which I have my signature Chaos Crescendo tone print. Chaos Crescendo. That's what it is. Chaos Crescendo tone print loaded up, which is kind of like a... starts out as a tape delay, but it can get pretty crazy. I just really love the way that it hangs on to everything. It's got a good tone. Like sitting down with Tor and being able to make that tone print was a real cool thing. What do I think about the Eventide time factor in the Strymon timeline? It's just not really my speed because it's just way more than I really need. I have my eyes on the DD200 just because I don't need endless amounts of delay presets. I have specific sounds that I know I'm going to use. And I like some of the weirder ones in the DD200. But I've been using for the last year or so on my board, the only delay I've had has been the Chase Bliss Tonal Recall. Find that works for me in almost every situation. And then in addition to that, the Flashback 2 with my Chaos Crescendo tone print on it. So those two delays have really done everything that I need to do. For me, like, as good as the timeline and the time factor sound, they're just way more than I need. So they're great for some people. They do everything that some people want. It's just more than I need to do right now. You know, maybe one day, like, I love the Strymon Dig. I thought that was a really fun pedal to play around with, and Strymon in and of itself makes good stuff. I'm still hoping that we can get a Volante in. I'm just not sure if that's going to happen. They're in a constant state of back order. So hopefully one day we'll be able to get one of those. But yeah, I mean, I just need some pretty simple standard stuff. And, you know, the Flashback 2 and the Tonal Recall have really been doing it for me. Yeah, exactly, Shred Before Dead. How many of those things are you actually going to use? And that was a big thing for me. Years ago, I had the Line 6 DL4. Fantastic. And it was just everything I needed it to be. Everything I needed it to be. And then there were some things that I didn't need it to be. And, you know, that was really no problem. The Flashback 2, it has all kinds of great versatility in it that I really enjoy, so I can't really argue against it. The analog delay of the Tonal Recall sounds great. I've heard the Nemesis. The Nemesis sounds good. There are tons of other good delay pedals on the market. I've played some of them. I actually think that the delay in the DDR, the Keeley DDR, sounds fantastic. But again, it's all about what fits within the context of what you do and what fits in the context of the music that you make. You know, don't just buy stuff just because it's this, like, crazy, you know, it's got all these options. Don't buy it just because it's got the options. Buy it because it actually does what you want it to do. So that's one thing to consider. I use a Panther Cub. Gee, I wonder where you got that Panther Cub from. Grabbing the new Oracle from Mythos, and then the Flashback is the utility delay. But we use a lot of delay, and fuzz, and reverb. That's what happens in post-rock, I suppose, eh, buddy? Ah, yeah, speaking of Chase Bliss, who's excited to see the blooper? I'm very excited about that. I think that it's probably going to be one of their more successful launches. The Kickstarter for it, I'm a little like... It's funny that they chose to do a Kickstarter for that, because I know that it's going to be a hit when it comes out. But I suppose the fact that they want to do the wooden boxes again. I mean, I would love it if there was just an option to buy a wooden box, because that's really all I could afford to contribute to the Kickstarter. And not to like toot my own horn about my relationship with Chase Bliss, but you know, they've sent me all the new stuff for a couple of years now to do videos on. So I imagine that when it comes out and it's ready for, you know, people to do videos for, I'll probably end up getting one. But I don't, you know, if I don't get it, it's not going to bother me. I just want the wooden box. Yeah, Pedalboard Jedi. The Mood was a way bigger hit for them than I thought it was going to be. Because I still, like, I had that for probably about a month before. No, even a little bit less. But it was just like, I couldn't believe that it was as successful for them as it was. But hey, you know, more power to them. It's awesome that they make products that people want, you know? That's half of the reason you start a company, is because you think you have a product that people want to buy. Will Billy 81 is asking, dude, you're an AEW fan? Yeah. I'm a wrestling fan, man. It doesn't matter what it is. It could be WWE, it could be AEW, NXT, WCW, TNA, Impact, New Japan, CMLL, AAA, Progress, ICW, WXW, shitty indie feds that exist in high school gymnasiums, man. Wrestling is fun as hell. Milk Bath, Ishii is my boy. Oh god, Tomohiro Ishii. Fuck me, man. That guy. I don't know what the hell his body is made of. Well, he's a stone pitbull, isn't he? Daryl Qualls, NWO. For life. Classic. Love the luchadors, man, as DJ said. Love Lucha Libre. That's... For Spanish class, we used to be required to watch a couple hours of Spanish television over the weekend. So it didn't hurt that, you know, Lucha Libre television was on over the weekend. So I would just watch that. It was pretty awesome. Got Dwight Bailey in the house. What's up, Dwight? Thanks for joining in. Glad you could join. Yeah, Milk Bath. Fire hydrant come to life. That's for sure. I don't know how many of you guys actually care about this wrestling talk, but, like, for real, this guy, Tomohiro Ishii, is just built like a brick shithouse. What up, pal? Good to see you. God damn, this Nux pedal is good. Maddie is asking, do I speak Spanish? Sí, un poquito. Más o menos 13 años en escuela. Y Y vivo en Los Angeles para toda mi vida. So, yeah, I speak a little bit. Yeah, pedalboard Jedi. I know wrestling's not for everyone, so I don't really bring it up all that much. But I do bring it up in Stompbox SmackDown, which will be making a return within the month. So, oh, milk bath. Oh, milk bath. Quite tranquilo here. Quite tranquilo. Hall and Nash or Hogan and Macho Man? I mean, it depends on the era we're talking here, Daryl. For me, like, Hogan was always the shit, When I was a kid, he was my hero. And, I was maybe 8, 9 years old when he turned heel and joined Hall and Nash in the NWO. And that was, sometimes my dad will make an appearance in these live stream comments, and he will probably attest that hit me like a ton of bricks, that one. But to me, Hall and Nash went next level with the NWO. But, no matter what people say, there's two guys who are neck and neck for number one of all time, and that's Hogan and Flair. You can't argue. You can argue that, okay, yeah, Hogan has made some rather unsavory comments in his private moments, but business-wise, in terms of what he did, like, Homeboy was the most over motherfucker of all time. Like, he was the number one heel, and he was the number one babyface in two separate eras, and I would say the only person who's come close to that level of reinvention is Chris Jericho. Good night, Todd. Thanks so much for joining in. It's great to have you here. Come back next week. We'll see you soon. Dwight, I think you are referring to Hillbilly Jim. Don't go messing with a country boy, country boy, country boy. Don't go messing with a country boy. Skandar, Akbar. God, Brian, I don't know whether you're dating yourself or whether I should just consider you a fucking wrestling hipster. I've actually seen Chris Jericho at Winter Nam a couple times. Oh yeah, I know all about that, Will Billy. I know all about that. And then proceeded to recover it 24 hours later. Oh, so it's someone you know, Dwight. Yeah, Jericho's still in Fozzy. They're actually on tour right now, as a matter of fact. Milk Bath, good question. Any tips on improving tone for going straight into interface DAW studio monitors? To me, it really all depends on the overall situation and instruments that you're going to be using when you're going direct. So, for example, if you're using an acoustic electric guitar, you might want to, if you don't have a built-in preamp in your guitar, you might want to think about getting an external preamp pedal. That a little bit of a gain stage that'll get, and some EQ and maybe some compression. That little bit of a channel strip idea will kind of help warm up that slightly anemic piezo guitar pickup sound. So that's one way to help it. Another thing that definitely comes in handy for electric guitars is making that your cab sim is good. So just as an example, I've got this Carvin X1 preamp pedal here, and it's a fantastic preamp. The clean channel on this is fan-friggin-tastic. However, the cab sim on the side is an analog cab sim and isn't the best sounding cab sim in the world. So sometimes it can be necessary to have a good cab simulator post any sort of amplification. So pardon me for a moment. So if you want to do electric guitar direct into the interface or direct into the board, one of my big recommendations is another Nux pedal. It's the Solid Studio. So the Solid Studio, Jedi, good seeing you, man. Take care. We'll talk soon. So it's a cab sim pedal, but it's also a power amp simulator pedal. So what you do is you take your guitar, plug into the preamp, and then go into the Solid Studio from the preamp. It's got a bunch of different cabinet emulations. It's got some microphone emulations in here that you can choose. You can adjust the positioning of it. The power amp simulation has a little bit of its own gain stage to it. But this, in terms of like a value cab sim, is my favorite. It's very flexible, very easy to wrap your head around, and it sounds really, really good right off the bat. So that would be something that I would consider, just if you're going direct with an acoustic guitar, try to get yourself a good preamp pedal to do some of that stuff. If you're doing direct with electric guitars, try to make sure that you have as good of cabinet simulation as possible. If you have software that you can load in speaker impulse responses, buy some good ones, or at least try out some good ones from people who are willing to share theirs with you. That's a big game changer. Jay Steen's asking, is it true the Sun pedal is coming back out in late September? I heard that rumor today. I have not heard any any confirmation on that, actually. Yeah, I'd agree with Aaron on that statement about including John Cusack in the group of those like OGs, because he definitely has, man, he's done a lot more than people realize. Well, here's the thing, Aaron, the gold one actually just came out, and it was 500 pieces. I know, because my demo of the Life pedal got like 1,000 views in 2-3 days thanks to that release. So if Earthquaker and Sun want to keep releasing limited editions of that pedal so that I can get, maybe another, 500 to 1,000 views on that demo for the rest of the year, you can keep doing it. I won't be mad. Jay, definitely full tone. Mike Fuller is definitely OG. OG for real. Aaron, give me a call sometime, or just hit me up on Facebook. You know where to find me. We'll talk. Sorry, guys. I'm just checking on something right now. All right. I have an interesting project coming up with a pedal building legend as well, chaps. Quite excited about the prospects. Gonna take some time. The Fulltone's always had a tape echo, Jay. He's the faux tape echo has been like a thing for, you know, ever. And it's or not the faux tape echo. It's not the faux tape echo. That's Wampler. I'm sorry. The tube tape echo. He's been doing that for years, and he's doing solid state one now. So there you go. Sushi Box Effects. I've not heard of that, DJ. That's one to look into. Oh, the TLT. Yeah, I think that's just another version of the tape echo, but he's had a legit tape echo for some time. Ah, super chat from Milkbath. Milkbath, thank you so much. $1.99. How about using DAW, delay, verb, etc. with Nux? Very easy. So from the preamp, go into the, hold on one sec, guys. Hold on one sec, guys. I got a message coming in. Want to make sure I get this message sent through. It has some implications for stuff in the channel. So yeah, first, Matt's got a good question. What DAW are you using? That's a big thing right now, is to make sure. But it kind of works all the same way. So from the preamp, go into your cab sim. So we'll use the Nux as the example. Go out the DI output, the balanced XLR output on the side, and then go into your interface. Now, when you pull up your audio track in your interface, you're going to want to make sure, this is the way that I like to do it. Set up an audio track, then set up an individual auxiliary send track. Then on the audio track, you're going to make sure that you bus out the audio to that auxiliary track, and then place all your time-based stuff like your reverb and your delay on that auxiliary track. What that's going to do is it's going to give you a little bit more level of control over the effect and the original tone so that you can further fine-tune that mix. That's the way that I like to do it. And, you know, maybe if you guys get enough interest in it, okay, you're using Ableton. I don't use Ableton. I'm a Pro Tools guy. But at the same time, doesn't really matter. All things are good, and all things are fine. It all kind of works the same way. An auxiliary send is the way that I like to put delay and reverb on recorded guitar tracks. So maybe if you guys want, would you guys want to see something like that where I show you guys a couple different strategies about getting a good direct guitar tone when it comes to recording? Let me know with the comments. Maddie, that's not a problem that you got a lot to learn. We all had a lot to learn at some point. And honestly, like, I didn't learn half this stuff until I got into school. That's a yes from DJ. You know, it's not going to happen immediately, but if enough of you guys want like a tips and tricks on doing good recorded direct guitar, you know, I'll think about it and I'll work on it. Complete with diagrams and charts. Damn, if you guys want something like that, you're gonna have to pay for it. Anyway. Can't send a $1.05. Awesome. Well, guys, I gotta get going. We've been at this for a little over an hour, but it's been awesome to hang with you guys. You guys have asked some really good questions tonight and given me a lot to think about. I'm gonna have to go real quick because I gotta get to take care of some business and everything. But thank you all for coming out. I would list you all by name, but I gotta get to something real quick. So please, if you haven't done so already, please do click the subscribe button. Please do turn on notifications and share this stuff with your friends. Come back next week, same bat time, same bat channel. We're going to have some fun. If you have any other questions, feel free to hit me up on social media. You can follow me down here on the Instagram as well as join the Patreon, and we'll have some more fun that way. So until next week, my friends, I'm Sean Pierce Johnson. I'm wishing you guys all great tone and happy stomping. Cheers, friends. Have a good night.